People, let's talk about this episode of regular show, Family Barbecue, and wow, and how this episode was odd, mainly just because of one thing, how Margaret's father is human. Yeah, there's interspecies relationships in this, in the whole show of in the whole world of regular show, apparently. But hey, that's okay. That's okay, because the world of regular show is completely different and confusing anyway. So hey, it's all good. But yeah, to talk about this episode, let's say this episode followed the events of the whole friend zone episode and how Margaret invites Mordecai to her family's barbecue. And, Mordecai is really going to use this chance to, get to know Margaret's father and, pretty much get his approval. So, at the barbecue, he meets all Margaret's family and he meets the father and he immediately tries to get a handshake from the father because the father never shakes any guy's hand that Margaret, brings home. Yeah, kind of, oh, God. That makes Margaret seem like a pretty bad person. But anyway, yeah. So he's trying his hardest at the cookout to impress Margaret's father, and he finds out that the only way he could do this is to beat him in a cannonball contest. So Mordecai and the father, actually compete in a cannonball contest, and it pretty much comes in a nice stalemate until Margaret's father decides, hey, let's do a man and ball contest. And let me say that, Margaret's father is a news reporter who, rides in Chopper, what they call Chopper 6, basic helicopter, and, gets all, the, most action and most coolest events, of the news, the news, industry. So they use a helicopter and fly over the pool and they, attempt to, do a man and ball. But the thing is, Margaret's father actually tells why he's kind of hard on every guy Margaret brings home because he doesn't want to lose Margaret. He wants to stay the main guy in Margaret's life. But Mordecai reassures her father Frank that that he is her father, that no guy will ever replace that. So as as the helicopter is reaching high altitude, it begins to lose control, and Frank falls out of the helicopter, and Mordecai got a parachute and dives after him, and basically the parachute doesn't work. So basically Mordecai and Frank are pretty much reaching their end. So they actually actually do a whole handshake, and as soon as they do the handshake, they hit the pool, and it pretty much broke their fall, and they're hospitalized, and everything is pretty solid. And Rigby just comes in and says, "Hey, he wants to do a man and ball too," and that pretty much ends the whole episode. But let's talk about some things about this episode. Yes, Mordecai and Margaret are now in a relationship, which I haven't got to the whole friend zone episode, but I will get to that soon, like maybe tomorrow or something. But yeah, like we could see, they're actually cool with their relationship, and how Eileen is kind of, what's it, what they call, feminist, one of those extreme, females, one of those extreme females, because the comment that she makes about Margaret's, father's profession, and how his profession is mainly male dominated. Yeah, so we get to see a little bit more about Eileen about that. Rigby just doesn't, he really just doesn't care at all. So, he really wasn't relevant in this episode at all. But yeah, Margaret's family, which we get to see that it's mainly Margaret's, like her mother's side of the family. And, we also could see her cousin again from like an early episode. But yeah, it's mainly Margaret's mother's side of the family, which was pretty cool. They're all pretty much the same type of bird. But then we see Margaret's dad, who is human, and this is like mind blowing in a way. In a way, I was slightly surprised because I was thinking it was going to be a bird or something bird like also, but it's a human, and it was cool. So I guess interspecies relationships are really cool in the World of Regular show. I mean, we do have a talking gumball, but stuff like that. But it was all good. Mordecai running speedos. That was pretty funny. I don't see why it was a big deal because Mordecai's like mainly naked majority, like pretty much on every episode anyway. So that wasn't much. I did like Margaret's little cousin or nephew or something. That was a great character. He made the episode a lot better. Uh, I don't know, just the whole handshake. He actually got the handshake. That's pretty cool. And it really, it's the whole father, how a father thinks about his daughter, and how he doesn't want her to date and stuff like that. That was pretty cool, pretty mature for like a show like this. I see the regular show is really touching upon these like more mature aspects of like a person's life. But overall, it was a good episode. It was not disappointed at all. I look forward to the next one, which is about a laser disc, and that's gonna be cool. But yeah, I'm back. I'm back doing these. I'll have the next 5 episodes for all the reviews, episode discussions up for those soon. But yeah, I'll see you later, people. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.